good to keep this stocked up. And damn, y'all done caught me. I done spilled this and everything. As y'all see, I got some goodies. Basically, just prepping up for a job I got. It's a 2012 Chevy Malibu 3.6 engine, and this joint got check engine light. I got 4 codes. I'll show y'all in a picture. 2 of them is lean codes P0174, 171. Got a random misfire P0300, and then a P0455. That's the EVAP large leak. So basically, a couple weeks back, I was given some products to review. I'm not talking about this, not talking about this, but these 2 boxes, as you can see, there's a company called Autoline. Let me read it out to you. Autoline Pro. I guess you can find these products on Amazon, and I'll share the link in the description. But basically, this company reached out to me and they asked me if, basically on a barter tip, if one hand wash the other per se. By seeing these products you reviewed, that's how they work. So if you probably see once you Google this, or if you search it on YouTube, you'll see other YouTuber mechanics in the automotive section of the side of things on YouTube that they already reviewed this. But me, I'm actually going to use it on a car that I actually got to fix, so it works. Everything works out on its own. So this is a user manual basically, and I give y'all detailed pictures. And I went out and got an air compressor from Harbor Freight. So I spent probably like $130 something, or maybe $140, and then I got the 2-year replacement warranty joint. That joint was like $30 something. And then I got this work light. I am using it right now. Got this whole area lit, and this is much needed. I'm probably gonna get another one, only for filming purposes, because the more light I got, the better quality picture or video that you're trying to do on YouTube comes out good. And I just gave y'all tips. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'm going to get set up real quick and set this air compressor up. And maybe I'll talk about the air compressor in another video, but it ain't nothing special about it. It's 8-gallon, oil free, and that's all you need to know. And 150 PSI line pressure is better than the Central Pneumatic one Harbor Freight got for whatever they sell it for, $99 or $110. That crappy one with the loud ass motor. So we'll see. And then this light was cheap. I spent probably like $18, $20 on it, and 2,000 lumens. And this joint is gonna be this is the move for me right now. So let me get prepped up. This is basically gonna be a long ass video too. So if y'all niggas don't wanna watch this, y'all know what to do. And go to them other channels. I really don't care. So I guess in this box it comes with this air hose thingamajig. Let me stop playing with y'all. This is more so an adapter you plug in. You say you can plug it in your intake boot, but I don't. You plug the exhaust and pressurize the system basically. And so one way to find exhaust leaks, you can use this tool. Got these plastic cups that you can use to cap off vacuum lines, and depending on the intake boot size, you may be able to get away with some of these. I'm not successful with these sometimes, depending on the intake boot size, like I said. But I had other smoke machines that I used that it came with an inflator bag, like a bladder basically. You can stick in there and you pump it up, and it fully seals the system. Sometimes I get away with using shop rags, but that don't always work. There's other methods you could use to seal up the system. You could use this, but it all comes down on your size of your intake boot. Comes with mineral oil. If you don't have access to mineral oil, you could use baby oil, because that is mineral oil. And don't be going all crazy using this, because this shit is oily. In this bag it got like a tapered adapter. When I say tapered, tapered enough where you could jam it in like a vacuum line. And also got like this another one that's tapered as well. And this one is plastic. This one is metal. I'm gonna be messing with the one that's metal, or more so aluminum than plastic. Got a fuse, a 10 amp fuse. I guess this is for maybe this circuit breaker, or they got an inline fuse. Yeah, it do got an inline fuse. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell I said circuit breaker for. And then it's got a, I guess some type of marble or something like that. To my knowledge, according to the manual, this marble is used for, I guess, it's maybe some type of, I don't know. It says to put it in there, and then you fill it up just above it, the mineral oil, and that's about it. So maybe some type of indicator or something, a way to check to see if it's empty. Maybe I could rattle the can and hear that it's empty because this is moving around a lot. Who knows? Got my power cables, positive, negative, and line holder. It also got a switch on the side to power it on. Comes with the hanger to hang it up. This is the can for it. I was told this can gets hot. Well, not that I was told, but from reading it, it says that it gets hot. So, and it says it on here too. Extremely hot surface during use, and that's what we're going to be using this hook for. I guess I should just screw it on now. I'm not going to tighten it all the way, I guess, because I want to be able to maneuver this around. But this is, you're going to be using this to hang this on your hood, and it do come with air fitting on here. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm complaining about this real quick. Like the other cats, they got like Smoke Pro and Snap On or whoever make smoke machines. Y'all gotta step y'all game up, and I'm not saying it in a negative way, but y'all can't be using zip ties to keep. I guess this is the pressure regulator. The regulator is not even adjustable. That might be a problem for certain people because they don't want smoke being pumped out all crazy, unless you got a way to restrict the line to lose, come down on pressure. But I don't know. But for the cost though, you can't complain, because before I got this, I was about to go buy like a $700 joint actually, and I found some on the marketplace that some dudes was gonna sell it for way cheaper. But either way, I was gonna go with a Smoke Pro. But I'm gonna give this a shot. And it's got a little lever on it. I'm gonna use that to open it up. Oh, that's locked already. So again, I'll hook it off. Gonna open up like that. And there's a wick inside of here. Like if you use like a wick lighter before, it's a wick, and I guess there's a coil in the inside. Do not try to remove this wick, because there's maybe some type of conductor, metal or whatever, metal wire basically. It's conductor. It's wrapped around this wick, and I guess that's used to heat up the wick. Do not try to remove that, or you're gonna be messing it up. And there's a seal on here if you're wondering how it gets sealed. And I'm gonna get that over to the side for a second. Here's the line used to hook it up where the smoke gonna be coming out of. And this needs to go back into my box, because that fell out. Something that hold my shelf in my cabinet for my box. I do got the service adapter for the evap system. Some of the like General Motors, for an example, or like my 2000 Chevy Suburban. If I want to do evap tests, there's a service port that you use to screw on it, and then all I do is put the taper in here, and then seal off my system with the scan tool, and bam, I can check for leaks basically with that. And I guess that's all it came with. So for now, I want to put the ball in. And the picture looked like it said it came with two, but I got one. So if you want me that ball and go with you another marble, that's up to you. Drop that joint in there. And mineral oil, like I said, you can use baby oil if you want. And I'm just going to fill it maybe like not even an inch above, just a little bit above the ball. I guess it's just like a level indicator too. And this should last you a good minute. You shouldn't have to keep on filling this up all the time. But it's good to keep this stocked up. And damn, y'all done caught me. I done spilled this and everything. That's bad business. But pulls some more again. Damn, that was a goddamn blooper. Alright, so y'all gotta send a bigger bottle. This ain't good enough. But it's my fault too, right? Because I dropped it. I got some paper towel. Let me fix that quick. Let me sew this off real quick. Don't help that I'm not properly set up working in here. Hold on. This is a little difficult going back on. Hold on, make sure the lock lever is not in your way, because that'll prevent you from going on all the way. And make sure these line up right, and then latch it over, and that's it, and it's sealed where it's supposed to be. Alright, let me clean that real quick. So next, I'm gonna hook up my taper to dapper, the one I'm gonna be using to plug up, to shove it into the vacuum lines on the car side. So I guess if you check in between the hoses, the diameter should be same on both sides, so I guess it don't matter. But the one that's the tightest, that's what I'm gonna go for, because I don't want this joint to come off. You want to, you can lube up the inside of it so you can get it to go on good. Well, I guess for me, I'm already in there. Shouldn't come off. You can zip tie this up in case it backs out on its own, and then I'm gonna shove this into here, scoochy like that. Next, power connections. Let me put this on the hood, because it makes sense to do that, right, since I got the hook. Alright, it's much better. I don't know about this plastic shit out. Let me put it back. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna complain. Let me get my fuse too. Oh, there's already one in there, so I guess the one that was in the pack, that's extra, this 10 amp fuse. But y'all gotta get this together, like far as handling it, like at least get like a carrying case, because y'all only sent me this in UPS boxes, so I guess I gotta go out to some, maybe Home Depot or Lowe's, and see if I can find me a suitable like a carrying bag, work case bag or something like that. Something I could put this in where it won't get messed up. And at least I'm gonna put some type of wrapping around here, maybe aluminum wrap, to absorb the heat, so that way you won't burn your hands touching this, because there's gonna be some idiot. Y'all might even mess around and catch a case. Somebody touched this, even though y'all warned them, but who knows though, I'm just saying. And then other ones that's expensive, smoke machines, like Smoke Pro for example, you don't feel the tank getting hot. That's a good thing. So I guess that's why it costs more money. But even though for the price, like what it costs, I guess I shouldn't be complaining, right? Y'all asked me for a review, I'm just saying. So I like how this got the Velcro strap, so that way I can wrap it back up properly, instead of just, if I get my carrying case for a carrying bag, I ain't got to worry about everything be all tied up. And I guess I thought I needed power, but I don't. So that's good, because I can hook my work light. Actually, I need the power for the compressor. I gotta hook that up in a second. So this one, just like your typical video game, goes in one way, dummy proof, and then screw it, like putting on a adapter cable on your desktop computer. And I'm gonna warm this up. It wants you to warm it up, I think, for a few minutes. Read your owner's manual for a few minutes to get this hot. That's what it says to do. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So I guess it was already on according to the switch the way it is. So turned it off, turn it back on. This lights up blue, and then I guess I'm gonna wait for the coil inside, like the wick or whatever, to get hot, and maybe it will emit smoke on its own, which I highly doubt it, because I gotta hook up some air. So let me hook up the air compressor real quick. Like I said, I'm gonna get some type of protective casing around this, because I don't want to burn my hand, and that definitely might be a big issue. So I hope Autoline is something y'all work on, but I am gonna fabricate something. Maybe I'll do a video out of it. I don't know. Who knows? Still waiting for it to get hot. It's getting warm. Let it warm up. Like most smoke machines, I reuse like Smoke Pro. One More Time is a lot faster than this. I use like dealership smoke machines or whatever they got that they use as a standard. Still quick. This one might take a minute, but we also got to keep in mind that this is the cheapest setup and how much it costs. And if I ain't say price too, I think if I could remember, maybe it was like 119, 120, but it was definitely a little bit over $100 for sure. I don't know if y'all can hear my compressor went off. I got it set up in the truck. I'll leave the link on how much it costs for sure, and make sure y'all click on that because that's how I get paid as well too. My Amazon affiliate account is starting to pick up slowly. So this is getting warm. Still waiting. I'm gonna see if it's going to emit smoke now, but I guess the hotter it gets, the stronger it is. All right, this should be hot enough. Should be right where I need it. I'm kind of mad it don't have a dial, as we can see. We got smoke there, but I'm mad it don't have a dial where I can adjust it. It just got a set regulator that just set at one setting, but maybe you could put some type of something in the line you can adjust it. Those who savvy like that, I ain't getting into all of that, but at least it emits smoke, so that's a good thing. And maybe if it warms up more, it might smoke more, but you don't want too much of a thick smoke because it'd be hard for you to see the leak. You wanted to leak out enough where you can still navigate through the smoke. So let me kill the button, kill the switch, and it should fade out a little bit. And let me show you how I got this set up on it and how I do my vacuum leaks when I'm dealing with 174 and 171 code. So basically I call these cups, multiple ways you can use these, but this is meant for me to block off, like you can use that for maybe fuel lines or vacuum lines or whatever it is that's got a line on it to stop something from leaking. It could be fluid, it could be smoke, but either way, that's a good way to cap off a line. And it's perfect for vacuum lines per se. So find your cup size. You can fit on the inner or the outside of the cup, whichever one goes in. My setup was simple. I did have a bigger cup size that goes around the throttle, but I didn't like the way it removed. It was too tight. I wanted it to come off with ease, and two, I don't want it to wear down, and I gotta buy another cup kit. So I got it where I can go in and got it in flush, because this is important because your throttle plate does not seal the intake completely, and smoke will get past it, and it will confuse you when you're diagnosing a vacuum leak. So turn the switch back on. Like we still hot, we still Gucci. And how I got it set up too, if you can see over here, the brake booster line is always my favorite. I always take the line. Either sometimes if I can get to the brake booster itself, I take off the check valve, take it off with the clamp, don't damage it. Use some pliers to take the clamp off, and then I'll use the taper end of the line from the smoke tool, shove it in there, just like that, bam, only if it's coming back to the intake side. But being as though I can't get to this in a Chevy Malibu because we got the EBCM sitting right beside the coolant tank and the brake master cylinder sitting there, it ain't no way for me to just easily get up in there and take it out without removing extra. So I ain't gotta, actually I could have removed the coolant tank reservoir, but I ain't want to get in that. So I was able to get into the back of the manifold, good things accessible, and I'm not worrying about the brake booster side. I'm worrying about the intake manifold side, the plenum, the upper plenum, because there's a lower intake manifold actually. So this is just the plenum, and no, leave this line exposed. You don't have to worry about covering this off with a cup because there will be no vacuum coming from here, at least no smoke I mean. And I'm just going to shove it into, if I can creep around this the line for the purge valve, because that goes back into the intake too. This purge valve could be leaking, but that's something I replaced months ago because it was leaking in the first place. And if it is, I guess I'm going to be doing a warranty swap on it. So I'm going to shove it in here. It may not be the best because this nipple on the manifold is metal or aluminum, but and so is the tip for the tape. I can't even say it right. The tapered adapter for the line coming out of the smoke machine. So I guess let me plug up my line since I'm already hot enough. Wait for it to smoke. See how smoke is coming out? Jam it in there a little bit and you should get it to stop. And for now, I guess just wait a few minutes, wait a minute and see if you can see vacuum leak. I don't know if you can spot it on camera, but I can see the leak. Maybe if I dumb down my light, setting like this, you should be able to see it. Let me come up on camera and see if I can see it. Probably don't, but I do. So that's a good thing. Makes my job a whole lot easier. I can't even guess what it is right now. Hold on, give me 1 second. I believe it's probably, hold on. Could be this lower intake manifold. I'm not sure exactly. Could be an injector. I seen injectors leak. My Chevy Suburban, the injector was leaking on that. And it seemed like the stream is coming faster out on this side. So let me see if I can source this leak, or the source of the leak, and I'll show you exactly where it's coming from. I was able to find the leak because I'm about to wrap it up too. Let's get out of here. Got the evap, the line that goes back to the tank. I got that off of the purge valve. Normally, the purge valve is always in a closed state, always, versus the vent valve could be open. But this one is, I think this guy is leaking out of the joint here. So nothing was coming out of there to let me know it was sealed. So I did say I found a leak. So it was 2 leaks. Let me plug this back up again. It still should be hot. You don't always have to keep the switch on, but at least run it till it's hot to touch. I can't show y'all, but down by the drive belts, the harmonic balancer, or more so, the harmonic balancer is messed up, but there's a seal behind the harmonic balancer, or you want to say the crankshaft pulley. There's a seal for it and a timer cover. That timer cover is leaking. I had a similar situation in my Chevy Suburban. I did like 6 vacuum tests, replaced 6 different things, and still was getting a leak. And one of the last leaks I replaced on it was for sure the timing cover, so I got that squared away, stopped leaking. Another leak, if you can see, is coming on top of the intake plenum. It's coming out of it. To me, to my knowledge, without digging too much, it could be either the lower intake manifold or the upper plenum gasket leaking. I remember maybe sometime last year I replaced the gasket for the upper plenum, but I didn't do it for the lower one. And it looks like the lower one was replaced some time ago, because I can see the brand is stamped. It says Felpro. The upper one is Felpro. So I feel like it could be more than just the gasket. When I remove this intake manifold, I want to remove the plenum and the manifold. I want to make sure the surfaces, the mating surfaces, is not warped, because if it's warped, you putting the gasket on does not help. Maybe you can minimize it, seal it a little bit, but if it's warped, it's not a flat surface, it will have a leak there, so that could be possible. So I want to dig that out. And then this timing cover, obviously it is leaking. You won't be able to see, but deep down inside, it's oil down in there coming out where the harmonic balancer is. So obviously we're gonna have this timing cover gonna have to come out. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be fill up to it to do this type of job while the engine inside of the car. Might have to come out for me. I've done an engine in one of these before. It's not a problem. It comes out literally in a couple hours, but at least I have room to play with. But either way, labor is going to be up there. Repairs, parts is going to be up there too. Well, parts shouldn't be that much expensive, but more so labor fixing this, especially the harmonic balancer, or the I'm sorry, I keep saying harmonic balancer does need to get replaced, because the engine, it makes like a loud some type of loud noise coming from the drive belt area, and I can see that it's like the rubber that's inside of the harmonic balancer, it looked like it shifted a little bit, so obviously it needs that. And then the timing cover seal, crankshaft seal, whatever you want to call it, and that's that. So let me turn this off. I do like this. This is a great tool to have. Mind you, don't touch it, because it is hot to touch, so I am going to fabricate something so that way I don't burn my hands. But other than that, it do emit smoke, do what I need to do. Guess the next thing I want to test out the evap system, see if I can find a leak somewhere in between the front and the back of the car from the tank. to the engine. Hopefully I can find something. And good thing it wasn't leaking out of the purge valve. Lets me know that that's sealed. And I like how in this kit I was able to use the cup to seal off the throttle body. And yeah, that's that. So I guess I'm gonna write down my recs for the two things I'm gonna do first, and then I guess I price out these parts. So Leekautorepair, hit the like button, make sure I subscribe, and I will have a link. I said multiple times throughout the damn video that here's a little brand right here, Autolite, automotive smoke tester. Find us on Amazon. Make sure I hit the link so I can get paid. And if you ain't got this, this is definitely a must tool to have, because this can make your diagnostic game a lot better. Faster at finding things, vacuum leaks, anything that could be pressurized, anything you can't see and you need to find a leak. This is the tool for it, and this tool will make me a shit ton of money. So definitely going in my arsenal. So I'm cool, I'm happy with it. There's a few things I complained about in the video. It is what it is. Hopefully the company, they see this and y'all take my negative feedback as positive feedback and maybe do a few upgrades on this. But it does emit smoke, so that's the good thing. And that's that. So I'm Leekautorepair. Hit the like button, make sure I subscribe and all that, and I'll holler at y'all.